Hey y'all, today I'm going to walk you through a demo of our new agent toolkit. DataRobot has built a language model application that can answer all of your important finance-related questions by leveraging a rich set of tools. So, what are tools? Well, on their own, language models don't have access to all the functionality and information they may need to successfully answer your questions or to execute common workflows. Function calling overcomes this limitation by equipping language models with the ability to access a set of predefined tools that they can choose to invoke whenever they like. More technically, the language model reviews all of the tools at its disposal and decides which of them, if any, it may want to call. Once it's chosen one or more tools, the model will tell the application what arguments it wants to supply for the function. A tool you're likely familiar with is the web browsing capability in ChatGPT. When you ask for real-time information, OpenAI goes out and searches the internet before it returns an answer. Tools aren't just limited to web browsing, though. They can really be anything you'd like, including arbitrary rules-based functions written in languages like SQL or Python, predictive models, or even GenAI-based models that perform retrieval or summarization. Our team's belief is that any agentic system is really only as good as the tools the model has available in its toolbox. In other words, good agents require good tooling. So now that we've set the stage, let's hop on over to the app. This layout should look just like what you'd see if you were using Gemini, Anthropic, or ChatGPT's chat interface. You can immediately pop down to the chat box and begin asking questions in natural language. In our case, though, we've enhanced the app with tools that supercharge the types of problems you're able to solve. We have a repository or toolbox of tools available to us out of the box that are all hosted, governed, and monitored in our DataRobot registry. In addition, users can author their own completely custom tools in the language of their choice and seamlessly add them to our universal toolbox. To use them, all they need to do is select the tool or tools from our list, and they're ready to go. You can see we also have tools that call DataRobot, tools that connect to your internal databases, such as Snowflake, Databricks, or FactSet, and even tools that automate routine work tasks like sending emails, summarizing documents, or preparing charts. With our agents, you're able to call any of these tools through a single interface using only natural language. For now, I'm going to select all of our tools and imagine that we're working as an investment analyst who is responsible for managing an equities portfolio. Let's imagine one of our clients calls and inquires about Disney's stock. So let's begin by asking our agent, can you summarize the recent historical financial performance of Disney? I'd also be interested in an overview of the volatility of the stock. Notice that after I hit enter, the agent decides to leverage tools. Once all the tools are finished processing, we get our answer streamed back to the chat. Here, we can see the recent performance of metrics like net income, EBITDA, and free cash flow, as well as the trailing volatility metrics we asked for. We can even click into the tool calls to see how the agents are communicating in the background. For each call, we have the ability to see which function was invoked and what arguments were supplied. In this case, the agent decided to first query our data warehouse to see which tables were available related to Disney's financial performance and volatility. Then, it ran multiple separate SQL queries, filtering down to the ticker of interest. Let's keep going and ask our agent to incorporate more of our proprietary data. In particular, I'm interested in how one of our previously built predictive models thinks Disney will perform going forward. I'll ask, can you use the same returns dataset to predict whether Disney's returns will be in the top quintile over the next month? Again, you can see that the agent decides to run tools to search our available deployments, choose our equities model, and generate the predictions data. Typically, we would have to live with just the predictions. With our prediction explanation tool, however, we can go a step further and understand exactly what's driving our results. It looks like market volatility, trade volume, and even Disney's dividend yield were the main driving factors. Since this worked, let's now try to predict Disney's trading volume. We can ask, what is the expected daily trading volume for Disney over the next 14 days? Unfortunately for the agent, we don't have any of these predictions pre-calculated. We do, however, have a time series forecast model that I previously deployed in DataRobot. You can see that our agent was smart enough to get the data from the last step, filter it down to just Disney's trading volume, search for the right deployment, and make a REST API call against it. And all this happened in real time without any other instructions or handholding. It looks like our trading volume is expected to fall over the upcoming holidays, which makes a lot of sense. Now, this is all helpful, but I want to pull even more information about our internal research to share with my client as well. Fortunately, we have a tool for this as well. One of my colleagues has already built and deployed a RAG model in DataRobot using all of our internal analyst reports. And remember, since it's a deployment, it's a tool. So let's ask, can you provide a short summary of what the most recent analyst research reports are saying about Disney? Great. Finally, if we click into the tool calling, you can see the RAG model in action and confirm that we actually queried the underlying sources. We ran our semantic search and pulled back the subset of documents and analyst reports relevant to our question. We've done a lot so far, and I want to make sure I package everything up for our client. So I'm going to ask the agent to summarize our results and send an email out to our customer. Fortunately, we have a tool to handle this as well. Can you summarize all of the above, compose it in an email, and send it out to lukeschulman@gmail.com? Perfect. And that concludes our demo. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.